I'm Dan Ackerman, and we are taking a look at the HP Pavilion 14 Chromebook. That's right, even though this looks and feels a lot like a regular mid-sized laptop, it's actually a Chromebook. That's one of a very small group of laptops that runs Google's Chrome operating system, which is essentially the Chrome browser and a couple of very shallow, onboard features, a very rudimentary file system. You can see some apps right here. Google calls them apps. A lot of times they're really just online versions of popular software or websites that are specifically designed to work with the Chrome operating system. Now, some Chromebooks we've looked at are less expensive, $300, $250. This is $329, and for that you get an Intel Celeron processor, you get 16 gigs of onboard storage, which is not really a lot, but some Chromebooks are also much more expensive. Google has their Pixel version, which is like $1,200 with a big Retina display screen. So this guy kind of sits a little bit uncomfortably in the middle, not the least expensive, not the most fully featured, but it is probably the easiest to use in terms of having a full-size keyboard and a full-size screen, although it's not a touch screen, and a touchpad that's, okay, good for scrolling, but not super high-end, because this is a $300 laptop, so the keyboard is going to be kind of clacky. Touchpad is not going to be as responsive as on a more expensive system. The big question you have to ask yourself moving to a Chromebook is, can I handle having to be online 99% of the time and doing everything through the browser? If you use, let's say, iTunes or Photoshop or very specific apps like that a lot, then this is not the system for you. If you're using Facebook and Twitter and Gmail and Google Docs and other tools that are already online, then there's a much more compelling case to be made. That said, much like netbooks a couple years ago or even tablets, a Chromebook does make a better secondary or travel system than your main one. I think if you're using this as your main laptop every day, you would be kind of frustrated by it. But for $329 for a 14-inch screen and a decent web browsing experience, it could be worth a look as something to take with you on the road. I'm Dan Ackerman, and that is the HP Pavilion 14 Chromebook.